In our way, and our golden age has just begun.
This is Human Events with Jack Posobiec.
Now it's time for everyone to understand what America First truly means.
Welcome to the Second American Revolution.
All right, Jack Posobiec, we're back. We're here live, Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, on Human Events Daily. And folks, let me just say that anybody that knows me and knows the work that Human Events does day in, day out, knows that the conservative movement never stops. And the fuel that keeps me going from election to election, from Pennsylvania to New Jersey to Phoenix, is, of course, Blackout Coffee. And for years, this has been my coffee of choice. I know that so many of you want to get in on this. People are coming in. They're loving this stuff because they understand that Blackout Coffee isn't just coffee. It's America in a cup. Founded on Christian values, rooted in family, built on the belief that hardworking Americans deserve better than, that ridiculous corporate swill. Blackout Coffee is a family business that roasts every batch right here in the United States of America. 2 delicious roasts you got to try. Morning Reaper, that's the smooth medium roast that kicks off your day without bitterness. And for those dark roast lovers, you got to try Brutal Awakening. This is a bold, rich roast with deep flavor that'll keep you sharp and alert. It's perfect for serving friends and family around the holidays because, let's face it, the best gatherings start with the best coffee. Here's the deal. Go to blackoutcoffee.com/POSO. Use promo code POSO for 20% off your first order. That's blackoutcoffee.com/POSO. Support a company that shares your values, supports American jobs, and fuels your freedom one cup at a time. Really excited now, guys. We've got the CEO of the Pennsylvania Chase and also the NJ Chase, Cliff Maloney, now joining us from the PA Chase headquarters. Cliff, how goes it, man?
It's going, man. Election day. We're not going to let off the gas here until we hit 8 p.m. when polls close in both Pennsylvania and Jersey. And Jack, just have to double down on what you said about the whole Human Events Daily family. I see how hard you work behind the scenes. You guys are true believers, the whole audience. So appreciate you.
Well, thank you so much for that. And look, Cliff, you and I were there at the New Jersey Turning Point Action and NJ Chase Super Chase in Toms River, New Jersey, which, by the way, we had incredible safety and security from the Toms River Police Force. 5 snipers were up on the roof providing overwatch for us. But then what did we get this morning? A bomb threat. And one of those 7 bomb threats that we hear across New Jersey, one of which actually happened to be in Toms River. So we're seeing a lot of the dirty tricks that are coming out of the woodwork, crawling out of the woodwork. It's got to stop. But I have to say hats off to you because you just made the huge announcement on the Charlie Kirk show minutes ago that you have now cumulatively hit 1 million doors this election cycle. Incredible.
Yeah, and that's since we launched. Obviously we relaunched the Pennsylvania Chase first week in August, and then we launched the New Jersey Chase. And look, Jack, I got to give you a lot of credit. You were one of the first people that said, hey, we need a fight, right? There's always going to be different battles. We've always got limited resources, but we got to figure out where to aim those. And it's so easy to sit out, right? It's easy to say, hey, let's wait until there's a race that's much more winnable. Because of your messaging, your leadership, because of our NJ Chase program, because of all the state and the county chairs for the GOP, all the organizations, Jack Ciattarelli has a chance at becoming the next governor of New Jersey. Now, I'm not saying he will be, but I'm saying that if Republicans get up and flood the polls, once we get to the after-dinner rush, this is the last chance. But New Jersey is in play. You said it months ago, and now it's coming to fruition. We just have to close the gap here to try to seal the deal.
Well, and we know this is what it is. It's NJ is in play, and here's the interesting thing, right? And Cliff, so just to set everyone's expectations, to set everyone's understanding, that NJ is not supposed to be in play the year after the Republicans won the White House. It's supposed to be the opposite. So when you have those White House elections, then the next year you have Virginia, you have New Jersey. Now, when you go back to 2008, Barack Obama won the presidency in 2008. And what happened in 2009? Chris Christie wins New Jersey, and Bob McDonnell, a Republican, won in Virginia. That's typically how it goes. It's the off part. The party out of power does better. Yet in New Jersey, because of the unique dynamics of this race, because of those trends that we've seen cross over from Pennsylvania into New Jersey, the working class voters, the deindustrialization, the mass influx of illegal aliens. Now all of a sudden you're seeing these Democrat crossovers like we've never seen before. That's what flipped Bucks County for President Trump, and that's what's flipping these people over in New Jersey. That's giving Jack Ciattarelli a fighting chance when typically, just historically speaking, no Republican would have a chance in a year like this.
Yeah, and you just hit it with really what matters the most, which is, me and you, probably up until Trump, or at least last year, we were always used to the independents not swinging our way, right? Especially those that vote by mail. But the election day independents, a lot of the election day voters who are independent, a lot of them are coming around the jack. And if you're out there wondering why, I think it's very simple. The blue-collar party is now represented by Republicans. The American worker is now represented by Republicans. Sane people that want to take their kids to basketball practice, that want to put food on the table, that want to pay their mortgage. The party of the people is very clearly the Republican Party. And contrast that. Think about this, Jack. Contrast that with what's happening in New York City. And talk about a dichotomy. If we have Mamdani as a socialist mayor of the elitist bubble, now known as New York City, and now New Jersey, a working class state, is run by a Republican, that would be an awesome, awesome way to show two very different points of view.
And so this is actually really interesting because we've already tracked, and I think you saw this in Lakewood, New Jersey, you saw this in other parts of New Jersey. There's a really interesting dichotomy you mentioned because so many parts of New Jersey, you've got people who work in New York, you got people who commute to New York, specifically in North Jersey. You're seeing a backlash to Mamdani from New Jersey voters. And this is something that I gotta say, it just plays into Jack Ciattarelli's campaign because it's exactly what he's talking about. Now they'll say, okay, Mikey Sherrill, she's not as radical, she's not as bad, but you notice that every time she got asked, and I went through a bunch of her interviews last night checking this out, she's never tweeted about Mamdani, and she's always very careful when she gets asked about him. Remember, the same way that Barack Obama came in to endorse her, Barack Obama did not endorse Mamdani. He did this sort of off-the-record, behind closed doors phone call with him. I think the Democrat Party is scared of the radicalism of Mamdani and the fact that his new politics, now he can't run for president himself, but his brand of politics is going to be the new future of the Democrat Party.
Oh, they're scared to death. This is the final nail in the coffin for the Democrat Party if you're one of the old school moderates. This is going to rid the party of the classical, leftists that we kind of knew 20 years ago and just replace them with the radicals, right? These aren't moderates. These aren't people that are trying to solve problems. They want to radically end free market capitalism in this country. They are extremely dangerous to the ideas of us being a free people and a free society. And it's at a time when the Democrat Party has no leadership. There's no vision. There's no solutions that they offer to the country. It's just Trump is bad, Charlie Kirk is Hitler, and we must take these people out. That's their entire message. And so right now, if I'm a Democrat who was actually sane and was hoping to hold on to the party as a national apparatus, you're in trouble because Mamdani is going to win, and we will have a socialist, a self-avowed socialist, as the mayor of America's financial capital city. It's insane.
No, you're going to get that. And those are the same type of policies that, by the way, are not going to be embraced by the suburban voters. And that's who the Democrats, that if Mikey Sherrill wants to win, those are the Democrats that she's got to try to pick up in New Jersey. She's got to go into them and say, look, I'm not part of this guy. But at the same time, she's got to be very careful to walk this tightrope because she knows that in the urban centers like a Newark, a Trenton, a Camden, et cetera, parts of Hudson County, that they're going to be all in on Mamdani.
Yeah, and here's the thing about Mikey Sherrill. We don't have all the numbers yet, and obviously we'll be on the live stream tonight to kind of break them down, Jack. I have a funny feeling that she is going to do exactly what Kamala Harris did when it comes to inner city votes. Black Americans, Hispanic Americans, none of them were excited about Kamala Harris. They're especially not excited about Mikey Sherrill. I just think that she's going to be so underwater with them. I'm not saying that they're all going to run to support Jack, but they need to turn out a lot of those what I would say consistent Democrat voters, but Mikey Sherrill doesn't excite anybody. I mean, I'd rather watch paint dry than listen to her and her yapping about pretty much nothing, offering no solutions to the people of New Jersey. Well, Jack's talking about bringing down energy prices. He's talking about siding with New Jersey residents over illegal immigrants, keeping men out of girls' sports. I mean, these are the issues people care about. So all of these things are falling into place. It doesn't mean that Jack is guaranteed to win, but the fact that he's got a shot, that should excite everybody out there that believes in the America First movement.
Look, it's real simple as this. We're going to turn New Jersey into a swing state. We got about a minute till the break, but Cliff, what can you tell us in terms of the turnout that we're seeing right now? I'm seeing good percentages for Republicans. I'm seeing good numbers. You mentioned early on the program, though, it's good turnout, but we need it to be great.
It's good turnout. We need it to be great to win. There are two major things. Number one, 57,000 Republicans that requested a mail-in ballot in New Jersey have yet to send it back. Take your ballot, fill it out, drop it in one of the drop boxes, or take it to your county office. Second, if you're in New Jersey, call 5 people you know. Get your grandma out to vote for Jack Ciattarelli. We need that rush hour traffic pretty much after dinner of the last 2 to 3 hours to be huge. We need huge turnout for those last 2 to 3 hours. It's the only chance we have at flipping New Jersey.
We need it to be absolutely huge. This is, and we know that's the post-work rush. This is when your bulk of votes are going to come in. Republicans, and we know this, by the way, Trump supporters, they work during the day. This is your muscular class. As Charlie used to say, the people who shower before work and after work. That's who Jack Ciattarelli is going to need to blow it out after they're working their shift today on Election Day to win the governor's race in New Jersey. Right back, Jack Posobiec, Cliff Maloney breaking it all down here, Human Events Daily. Real-time info on the ground.